Good morning, my dear children. How are you all? Hope all are fine. Welcome to the online class and welcome to our social studies. First of all, you prepared thoroughly for a formative one. Okay, na children? I've given the first lesson and second lesson. You read the textbook first of all. Okay. After that, you can go to the study material. Okay, na children? Coming to the last topic, we discussed some of the important topics in our paper 2 first lesson. What are they? About the militarism, secret about the militarism, Balkan politics, immediate cause, Treaty of Versailles, and League of Nations. Coming to the recapitalization. Okay, every time I'm giving the recapitalization because you have to understand thoroughly. Okay, you have to understand better. Coming to the militarism, the six powerful countries like Germany, Russia, Austria, Italy, France, and Britain. These countries given more and more importance to the weapons, and also they given more and more importance to the military. So why they given importance to the military? If the powerful countries give importance to the military, they will get the security from neighboring countries, and the neighboring countries could fear of these six powerful countries. And they told that, and the six powerful countries, okay, we can solve the diplomatic problems by having the military. The main three aims of the six powerful countries are, first of all, they want to build a massive standing army, and also these powerful countries are fighting each other in increasing the weapons. And third, they built a large weapon industry, and they promote the ideology of war among the peoples. Compulsory we should the war. If we wanted to solve the diplomatic problems, compulsory we should do the war. That is why they spent a lot of money to the weapons. Okay, you see the graph was you see the graph is there. Okay, that graph one will come in the exams. Okay, na children? In 1880, 132 million pounds they spent when the World War One was started. They spent 397 million pounds. Okay, na children? And next we discuss about the Balkan politics. Okay, there we have a number of small countries. Okay, in the Balkan politics, we can see a number of small kingdoms ruled by the Ottoman Turkey Empire. After the fall of Ottoman Turkey Empire, Russia, Austria, Turkey, Germany are trying to take that Balkan Peninsula. But moreover, the Russia and the Turkey are eagerly waiting, are Russia and Turkey is trying to control the Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea for a long time. This creates a tense situation in the neighboring countries, and at that time only the Austria dominated Bosnians, Bosnia country people. So this is about the Balkan politics, children. And also I told about the immediate cause with the Austria king Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Very very important, children. Okay, all the students are writing the spelling mistakes in the exams. Okay, don't write the spelling mistake. Okay, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was killed by the a Bosnian Serb of Serbia country. Immediately, Austria wrote a letter to give the explanation how our king was, who was killed our king, and they given 1 month for explanation. The unsatisfactory explanation given by the Serbia country. Immediately, Austria took up the war. Okay, Germany helped to the Austria. The country which helped the Austria are called Central Powers, and the country which helped the Serbia is called Allied Powers. Okay, na children? In Central Powers, what are the countries we have? Austria and Germany only. But in the Allied powers, we have FERS. I already told you, FERS. France, England, Russia, and Serbia. In the starting of the war, the Central Powers was got a winning chance, but at last Russia withdrawn from the war in the treaty by making the treaty with Germany. In which year? In 1917. Okay, due to an internal revolution, Russia was withdrawn from the war by making a treaty with Germany. Okay, na children? And at last, the America also involved in the war and supported to the Allied powers. Why America supported to Allied powers? Why? Because the commercial ship of America was sunk by Germany troops. That is the reason. At last, the victorious powers was victorious. At last, the Allied powers was won in the World War One. Okay, this is very important topic. And also, I told you about the Treaty of Versailles was came in 1919. Treaty means agreement, and Versailles is a palace in France. Okay, the victorious powers kept a huge penalty towards the losing nation, especially the Germany. Okay, they kept in the term of monetary, money, and the territorial. Okay, they have to whatever the Germany occupied before the World War One. Okay, whatever the Germany occupied the land before the World War One was given to that countries only. And Germany Empire was replaced with the Democratic Republic of Germany, and also the Ottoman Austria-Hungary Empire and Ottoman Turkey Empire was dissolved, and number of small countries was became the independent. And whatever the colonies are there to the Ottoman Turkey Empire and the Germany, that are divided by the victorious nations like France, Britain, and Russia. And number of independent countries was evolved like Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Latvia, Finland, etc. So these are about the Treaty of Versailles. And also we discussed about the League of Nations. The League of Nations was started in 1920 January 11. Okay, what is the aim of the League of Nations? To prevent the world wars and to settle the disputes with the negotiations by the countries. At last, League of Nations failed to prevent the World War II, which is happened in 1939 to 1945. Okay, this is about the topic which we have discussed in the last day. Coming to the today topic, we will discuss about the Russian Socialist Revolution. Russian Socialist Revolution. Okay, na children? I already told America given importance to the capitalism, to the private sector, but Russia given importance to the socialist system. Socialist means all are equal. The funds are going equally. Okay. The Russia was ruled by the Tsars. Okay, Russia was ruled by the kings of Tsars in 20th century. Okay, na children. Next, we can see the Russia is the third largest populous country in the world. Okay, na? Almost 156 millions we have, 15 crores peoples we have in that time. And we can see the Russia in the Europe continent as well as in the Asia continent. That is why we can say Russia is a Euro-Asian power. Euro-Asian power. Most of the Russian people depend on the agriculture. But there is a problem with the feudal lords and the peasants. Who are the feudal lords? Landlords. Those who are number of acres of land is called landlords. Okay. The peasant means farmers. The farmer take the land from the landlords as a rent. The number of clashes will come to the feudal lords and the peasants. Okay, this is about the introduction. Okay, we have to discuss about the difference between the Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar. Okay, Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar. Okay, the Russia was used the Julian calendar. Okay, na children, until February 1918. Okay, until 1st February 1918, Russia was used the Julian calendar. But now, all over the world, we are using the Gregorian calendar. The difference between Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar is Gregorian calendar is 13 days ahead after we have. That is why in Russia they use the Julian. If the Russia we have the February revolution according to Gregorian calendar, that is a March revolution. Okay, na children. Similarly, the October revolution was also happened in Russia. Okay, February revolution we can call that one was happened according to Gregorian 12th March. Okay, October revolution was happened in 7th November. Okay, these are different between Julian and Gregorian calendar. Tsar Nicholas II ruled the Russia Empire. Okay, with the help of the army and bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means according to the central government methods. Okay, he had more power. They had more powers than the elected representatives. Okay, Tsar Nicholas II is the Russia Empire. Okay, Tsar Nicholas II ruled the Russia Empire with the help of the army and bureaucracy. The Russians suffered a lot in the First World War. That is the reason, due to the internal revolution, Russia was withdrawn from the World War One by making the treaty with Germany. Okay, the Russian army is the largest army before the World War One, but in the World War One, almost 2 million soldiers and civilians were killed. A lot of food was supplied during the World Wars. That is the reason in that country there we can see a shortage of food, especially in the cities. On March 8th, okay, na? Very, very important children. On March 8th, 1917, at capital of St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg's almost 10,000 women's had done the strikes on March 8th, 1917 in the capital of St. Petersburg, demanding the peace and bread. They are demanding the peace and they want demanding the bread. Bread means chapati. I already told there is a shortage of food in the Russia. That is why the women, all over the people of Russia demanding about the peace and bread. Okay, the Tsar Nicholas II ordered those who are doing the protest to fire at them. Immediately the soldiers are supported towards the protest only. The soldiers are supported those who are doing the protest against the Tsar Nicholas II. Against the Tsar Nicholas II. Immediately Tsar Nicholas II was escaped from the country and the provisional government was given in 1917. This is the March Revolution. Very, very important children. Okay, and provisional government. Provisional government was came in 1917. Okay, na children. This is about the March Revolution. What I told, Tsar Nicholas II was ruling with the help of army and bureaucracy. Okay, before the World War One, the Russia army is the largest army in the world. During the World War, almost 2 million soldiers were killed. That is the reason, and the food is supplied. The food is supplied during the World Wars One. Okay, the food is supplied during the World War One, and there is a shortage of food in the Russia country. Almost all, especially in the cities, almost all the people protested against the Tsar Nicholas II. A group of women in March 8th, 1917, almost 10,000 women in the capital of St. Petersburg, they protested against the Tsar Nicholas II. Okay, they protested against the Tsar Nicholas II, and they protested by we want the peace and bread in the country. Okay, children. At last, Tsar Nicholas II ordered the soldiers to to attack the to attack those who are protest against the Tsar Nicholas II. Immediately, the soldiers also supported to the protest. Okay, by the soldiers also helped those who are doing the protest. Immediately, Tsar Nicholas II went away from the country and provisional government was set up. This is a provisional government was set up. This is a March Revolution. Okay, the bigger revolution next we will discuss about the October Revolution. A bigger revolution took place in Russia in October 1917. October 1917. Okay, liberals and aristocrats, dictators. Liberals and aristocrats ruled the Russia after the provisional government. Okay, they decided, liberals and aristocrats, they decided to continue the war to save the honor of Russia. Okay, all the countries are blaming the Russia because they are went in the middle of the war. That is the reason we wanted to do the war again. Who told? The liberals and aristocrats. Immediately, the common people does not like what they are saying. Why? Because already in Russia we can see economic shortage and as well as the food shortage. The common people are organizing themselves as a Soviets. The common people are organizing themselves as a councils called Soviets. And the Soviets of industrial workers. Soviets of industrial workers. Rural peoples. Of soldiers are united in the group of Russian are the Soviets are united with a group of Russian Communist Party. Okay, Russian Communist Party, also called Bolsheviks. Okay, na children. In October 1917, the liberals and aristocrats ruled Russia. They wanted to do the war to save the honor of the Russia, but the common people does not like what they are saying. Then the common people tried themselves and organizing as a councils. This council we can call Soviets. Soviets means Russian people, and the Soviets of industrial workers, the Soviets of rural people, and the soldiers are combined with a group, are united with a group, and are united with a group of Russian Communist Party called the Bolshevik. Okay, na children? Okay, and next Vladimir Lenin. Okay, very very important. Vladimir Lenin became the leader of Bolshevik from 1870 to 1924. Okay, na? And the Russia people, the Soviets means the Russia people kept faith on Vladimir Lenin party. Why? Because the people demanded unconditional peace and immediate and unconditional peace. Okay, compulsory they want the peace in the country, and compulsory there should be a redistribution of land to the peasants. The starting of the lesson I told, in the lesson I told, starting of this Russian socialist revolution I told, there will be clashes between the feudal lords and the peasants. That is why the land should be redistributed to the peasants. And also nationalization of banks and the factories and decreasing of the prices also. Immediately Russian Communist Party Bolshevik taken the power from the provisional government in October and November 1917. But whenever they came to the rule, immediately Vladimir Lenin immediately took the steps to redistribute the land to the peasants. But there, but again civil war again, but the civil war was started in the Russia between the white armies, okay, between the white armies of Russia, monarchists, okay, civil war, and the anti-communist party, anti-communist soldiers. Okay, the soldiers were okay, they got the help from Britain, France, and USA. Okay, na children. There we can find a civil war between the white armies of Russia monarchist and the communist soldiers helped by the Britain, France, and USA country. Why? Because this Britain, France, and USA does not like the communist. Okay, who was ruling in the Russia at that time? Communist was ruling at that time. Okay, that is the largest country. That is the reason the communists are ruling in the largest country. After the communists will come in our USA also. They thought that in the Britain also, in the France also. That is why they're dominating the communist party in Russia. That is why they helped the anti-communist soldiers. And Japan also. Japan. This total was ended in 1920. Immediately the Bolshevik, means the Russian Communist Party, announced it is the end of the Russia Empire, and given the permission to become the independent countries in the Russian Empire. But most of the countries are stayed in the Russia itself. Okay, and they kept USSR, very very important. This will come for 1 mark, children. USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. In which year? In 1922. Okay, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics was set up by the Russian government in 1922. Okay, what I told, Vladimir Lenin became the leader of Bolshevik party. At that time, he got the great faith from the Soviets, means Russian people. Why? Because they demanded the immediate and they demanded the peace, immediate and unconditional peace, and also they demanded to redistribute the land to the landless peasants, and also nationalization of banks and factories, and decreasing of the prices. Immediately when the Bolshevik party taken the power from the provisional government in 1917 October-November, they took the immediate steps to redistribute the land to the peasants. But there in Russia at that time there will be civil war between the white armies of Russia monarchist and the anti-communist soldiers. Who will put anti-communist soldiers? Britain, France, USA, and Japan. This war was ended in 1920. This total was ended in 1920. At last, the Bolshevik party, at last, okay, the Russian government told this is the end of the Russian Empire, and given permission to become the independent in the Russian Empire. But most of the countries are agreed with Tsars only, and they kept a union called USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, which was set up by Russia in 1922. And of Russia wanted to build a strong country without exploiters, means without kings, without feudal lords, without capitalists. Okay, children, this is about the topic. Okay, I told you about the two important revolutions, March Revolution and October Revolution. In the March Revolution, Tsar Nicholas II went away. A great movement was happened. 10,000 women in St. Petersburg. Okay, they wanted the peace and bread. Immediately, the Tsar Nicholas II went away, and a provisional government was set up. This is the March Revolution. And October Revolution also, I told, liberals and aristocrats ruled the Russia. They wanted to try to participate Russia in the world war to save the honor of Russia. But the people does not like it and organize themselves councils called Soviets. Okay, group of Soviets of industrial workers, Soviets of village peoples, and Soviets of soldiers combined to form a group called Russian Communist Party, also called Bolshevik. And Vladimir Lenin became the leader, and the Soviets have great faith on him, and and they have the demand of redistribution of the land to the peasants. Okay, but when Russian Communist Party taken the power from the provisional government, a civil war was started in the between the white armies of Russian monarchists and the anti-communist soldiers who helped by Britain, France, US, and Japan. This all ended in 1920, and the Russian Communist Party announced this is the end of the Russian Empire. Then they given permission to become an independent country in the Russian Empire, but the most of the nations agreed to the czars and stayed in that country only, and they kept USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, by the Russian government. And the Russian government, how to build a strong nation without exploiters, like without kings, feudal lords, and capitalist. Okay, this is about the topic. Tomorrow we can discuss about it. In the next class we discuss about the rise of Stalin. Okay, children. Thank you.